Hello everyone. This is going to be a quick video lesson, mainly because it's just embarrassing. If there ever was a depressing trade, this would be the one. I honestly sold right before the massive spike, and every time I look at the chart, it just kind of freaks me out a little bit. I played this investment too much like a trade. What I've been doing with trades, or what I've just talked about in my last video lesson is if something's going not right, I like to get out of my position, just because being a maker, you can get kind of stuck in some positions when the price falls too fast. That being said, that strategy works a lot better as a trader. As a swing trade, you're looking for bigger moves. So getting stuck in a position shouldn't be the case as long as you're not trading tiny coins where you can get stuck in a position. So I played this investment like a trade, and I'm also super risk averse, if that's even something that a crypto day trader can say. But I'm trying to avoid downside. Anyway, Ethereum Classic was up on major news, being listed on Coinbase, or potentially being listed on Coinbase. I'm pretty sure that's going through. I'll have to check again. Anyway, it was an awesome setup after a bounce dip buy. I was a bit nervous, however, because one, we're still in a bear market, and two, Ethereum Classic was not able to hold any of its gains, or most of its gains, after their spike. I think it was roughly 10%. Green candle. There was a massive wall of sellers. There was actually a massive wall of sellers on every coin, but for some news as big as the Coinbase listing, it should have been able to hold its highs a bit more. But I guess that's the bear market in a nutshell, right? Either way, I got just a hair too short. I sold it just a little bit too early. Because about 15 minutes later, the price shot up by about $1 a share or a coin. And this is after I was holding it for 4 days. So it's kind of, I was waiting for this the whole time. I guess one major lesson with this would don't, I guess, hold until you need to start cutting your losses. Until one, the trade doesn't really go the way you want, which it didn't for a while, but I was still in the profit. I wasn't even in the red yet, so I should have held a bit longer until we hit maybe a major support level, and see if it was bouncing or if it was going to break down. I also have the trading outlined for a reason. I should stick to my trade strategy a bit more. This would have helped me tremendously, and this kind of always is the case. Anyway, it was tiny profit, but a tiny position. I only had 90 shares as well. In my whole entire Bitfinex account, we only have about 2,000 USD, so it's a pretty small account, and I don't like going in with more than 50% of that in one trade. So relatively speaking, yeah, this was about a $1.4 thousand position, I believe. Good news is, since the market is pretty low, there's many great long plays opening up, and we're going to be watching for the market to potentially dip a bit further. But stay tuned for a watch list. We'll definitely be posting, or I'll definitely be posting one soon, that's for sure. And to quickly kind of review the trade again, here was my stop loss, here was my sell, ideal trade. Bottom of the news, blah blah blah. On the dip after the 10% gain, the bear market was still in charge, so I sold. We'll play it safe, wait for a better re-entry. If the market turns, I will dip buy near a support line. So this is roughly where I bought on a daily chart. I believe this is, yeah, 1 day. This is a daily chart. I bought right around here, which ended up actually being quite a good spot to buy, as you'll later see in this chart. So this green candle, or where am I here, was a bit over here. You won't be able to see it in this chart, but I was dip buying it after the very nice high, I wanted to average in actually, but I kind of missed this as it's a long-term position. I'm not always checking it. Uh, I should have again probably been dip buying it in this area, but I already was well over 50% of the Bitfinex account, and I don't really like getting too aggressive over 50% of an exchange account. Anyway, then we weren't really able to break out, and we had kind of a triple, almost quadruple top here. Pretty bearish sign. 2 more days later, I was a bit nervous we were going to have a breakdown here. So I cut my position. We did make almost 40 cents on the coin, which I mean was a small profit, but in the end it was right before this massive gap up. So actually a bit more than 15 minutes, maybe around an hour, but that was kind of what we were waiting for. And yeah, I think that's actually it. You'll see everything in the chat room as well. Am I missing something? I kind of feel like I am. If I am, I'll leave a comment below, and these somewhere here. And I always update these posts if anything changes. All right, guys, that's it for now. Ciao, ciao.